Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home. In today's video, I cannot wait to share with you 20 DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts using plates or vintage plates. So I think all of us have some kind of plate laying around that we can possibly craft on. I want you to plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. So go ahead and round up some plates that you are not using. I had these plates given to me, so I had a bunch of extra white plates on hand, and I just kind of used the ones that had chips on them. And so for the first Dollar Tree DIY, I am going to cut out some of these pretty roses from this Dollar Tree napkin and Mod Podge it to the plate. What I want to create is kind of like a hand-painted floral plate look. Be on the lookout at your thrift stores, at your Walmart, TJ Maxx. Any of those places carry really beautiful napkins. This is such an inexpensive craft to do if you don't have these beautiful vintage china plates. Again, like I've collected these for years and I don't ever pay that much for them, but they can be kind of hard to find in some areas, but you guys can create your own with some really beautiful napkins. So just get busy being creative. And then also I did kind of tear one of my little roses on my napkin because I was Mod Podging a little bit too hard, and it's really easy to fix that. Just Mod Podge another layer of rose over that. So here is my final product. I thought it came out really, really sweet and very affordable for a DIYer that just wants to create some seasonal decor that they have on hand. Now for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to use some of those Dollar Tree poster board letters and create an eat play. I think these are really fun to make, especially if you're decorating in the farmhouse style or just want to give it a little bit of that flair. These stuck right onto this plate. This DIY was so easy. It's definitely a no-brainer. And it looks so adorable with that bakery sign that I made. These are all DIY Dollar Tree decor crafts you guys see with this wreath. I will link all of my Dollar Tree DIYs below if you guys need some inspiration. But look how cute this came out. It's going to go perfect in my kitchen with my lemon decor. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, this is one of my favorite things to make. Just take one of those Dollar Tree candlesticks and some E6000 glue or any kind of adhesive that will adhere to glass, and you're going to run the E6000 glue along the top part of your candlestick, and then you're going to attach it to whatever plate you have on hand. And then you can put cakes on top of this. You can decorate it any way you like. You do want to give it 24 hours dry time. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, take one of those Dollar Tree lemon notepads. These are pads that you would stick on your refrigerator or make notes with. Cut out the lemons and then take some of your Mod Podge and apply that to your plate. Lemons are so hot right now. They are everywhere. I saw lemon plates all over TJ Maxx. You guys could pick up a white plate at Dollar Tree or at the thrift store, or if you're like me and you have people randomly giving you plates, just go ahead and reuse those and repurpose them for this seasonal decor. I love this one. I'm really so in love with lemons. I have them in my kitchen right now with this whole kind of vignette, and it's so adorable. This plate definitely hit the spot and turned out so perfect and cute. But just keep in mind, any kind of notepads that you guys see, you guys can use that and make some really beautiful plates that will match your decor. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to make a two-tiered cake stand. But actually what I ended up using this for were my fruits. So you're just going to take one of those Dollar Tree candlesticks again, and this time you're going to E6000 the top and the bottom. Again, this is going to take 24 hours to dry before you really want to do a whole lot with it. You can add a little bit of hot glue to the E6000 if you want to, but it worked perfectly doing it this way, and I thought it came out super cute
And then my little lemon cake stand that was kind of like a miniature cake stand over here fit perfectly on top of here. And hey, if you guys need some fake cake DIYs, I have two that I have posted with this lemon cake and also with some really beautiful Marie Antoinette ones. So I just put my fruit on this and I thought it came out so perfect. It was a great way to display it in a really cute, classy way. And also it was functional, which I love. So the next Dollar Tree DIY, we are going to create a super adorable little kind of monogram plate. So these are super fun to create, very whimsical. I just went to the Dollar Tree teacher section and I found this yellow and white polka dot P. Our last name starts with a P, and so I just basically Mod Podged it onto this white plate. This is just an old white plate that I had left over from years ago. I thought it turned out super cute, but a really fun little idea, and it also goes along with that lemon plate. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, my daughter's actually going to paint a little scene on a plate for me. She has been painting up a storm this summer. I am so blessed and thankful to have her home. So you guys are definitely going to see her popping in my DIYs. But she is just taking and she painted the base of her plate white to give her painting some traction. And then she's just going to take some of that apple barrel craft paint and she's making these really pretty little floral stems. I wanted her to paint something for me in kind of my favorite shabby chic decor colors. And so she's just going to create these super simple and adorable little flowers, and they really melted my heart. I love when she crafts with me, and I can't wait to share with you guys more of her really beautiful art. This was something she did very simple and quick just for this video, so I hope you guys are loving it. I am absolutely in love with the style of my daughter's art. She is so peaceful and calm the way she goes about creating, and she's really talented. She's even been painting some cartoon characters for her friends, and I'm just really in love watching her progress, and her journey is really amazing to me. So for the next DIY, we're going to take this broken cup, and I'm going to use this little saucer that it matches to, and I'm going to take some E6000 glue, and I'm going to share with you guys how you can take a broken teacup and just turn it sideways and use it for multiple uses. So the E6000 is going to adhere, and again, you need to give it 24 hours to dry, but here it is with some cakes in it. You could also use it as a bird feeder, a jewelry holder. There's so many little things, and I think this is so neat because I know sometimes I'll break one of my dishes and be a little bit crushed, but this is a great way to repurpose one of your very favorite cups that has broken and just give it some new life. So I thought that would be cute and fun. And then of course, you guys know me, I had to pop some florals in there. So gorgeous. And I found a bunch of roses this weekend at a garage sale, so I cannot wait to share with you guys a cool DIY with some garage sale roses. Anyway, for the next DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how you can make some plate hangers. So for the first one, you take a pipe cleaner and you just cut it down to size of your plate. And then you're going to take some duct tape and you're going to cut the duct tape and you're going to get a big old giant dapple of hot glue. So to create these plate hangers, I'm doing some DIY plate hangers, and these are just on plates that I won't be using except for to hang on the wall. So I added some hot glue and I had also added some E6000 to this as well. And so you're just going to cut that off. Now, this is not probably going to come off, but you really don't want it to if you're going to be hanging it to the wall. But there's a DIY plate hanger for you. Now you can also buy plate hangers at Michael's for $2 to $5 depending on the size of plate hanger you need. Here is another DIY plate hanger that I made with a paper clip. The same drill, you add hot glue, E6000, and then take some felt and just cover that, and then you have a DIY plate hanger with a paper clip. Here's my other DIY plate hanger that I wanted to share with you all. And for this one, you're just going to take some Dollar Tree floral wire. Now, this plate hanger can only be used with plates that have these little edges on the sides. As you guys can see on some of these plates, they have like the little platter hooks, I guess. I really don't know what you would call those. Comment and let me know. Handles. Okay, my mind was going crazy trying to think of that for you guys. the little handles on the side. So you just thread your wire through, and you want to double thread it because just single threading it really isn't going to give it enough stability. And then you just twist it together really well and leave it long because really you want plenty of room on there. So that's going to give you that DIY plate hanger. Now you guys are going to see me. I've been teasing this with you guys for several days now, but I'm going to make a plate collage on my wall. I had recently moved my cabinet and I needed somewhere to put a bunch of my really pretty china that I've been collecting that's just basically sitting around in cabinets and it's not displayed well. So as you guys can see, I'm just arranging my plate collage on my table first so I can get an idea of the layout that I want on my wall. And I did hop on Pinterest just to get some ideas of some cool ways to go about arranging plates, but then I just decided to go ahead and go for it, arrange it first on my table, and then grab some nails and a hammer and go ahead and hang it on my wall. And here's how that went.
Okay, you guys, so now it's time to go ahead and hang our plates. I'm going to make a collage on my wall. These are just vintage china plates that I picked up over the years. I never pay usually more than $10 for a plate, so I'm very careful and I hunt very hard for my plates. And since I don't have my cabinet over here in this corner, I really wanted to go ahead and display everything on my wall. So we'll see how this goes, all right? Got my little hammer, and I did measure in advance.
So now that I found the center point on my wall, I'm just taking my little pink hammer and I am adding a nail to the center point. So I wanted to create this plate collage with the largest plate in the center, which was the platter, and then basically just build out from around it. I did use a level when I was starting this first center layer because I knew everything from the center needed to be built out from there, and I wanted them all to hang somewhat level. But if you guys notice on Pinterest, in a very creative way, you guys can really just kind of do a plate collage. It doesn't have to be perfect matchy-matchy because these plates are actually mismatched. So I just nailed some holes in as I went. So I would position the plate and kind of grab a nail and then figure out where it needed to go and just kind of go ahead and nail it in. And I did want these plates to be also very close together because I wanted to be very just kind of cohesive and clustered like it was a wall art piece almost. I also have seen these done where you guys can frame around your plate collage. That's another idea. And then also I wanted to share with you guys close up. Here's how to make a floating plate. You just take one of your plates that has the wire plate hanger on it, and then you take one of your smaller plates, and this is one of the ones that I used, that little paper clip, but it could be a hook, whatever you guys need to, and you just hook it to the bottom of that larger plate, and then it appears like it is floating. You guys, I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, and I was so excited to find that trick out. Number one, it saved a couple of holes in my wall, but it gave it this really cool 3D effect. Comment and let me know if you have ever done a plate collage and any tips or tricks you guys might have for me on this. And here is the final plate collage. Oh my goodness. My heart was over the moon for this, mainly because I've just really been trying to find a way to use the things I have, and plates are one thing I guess I kind of really love to collect. I will pick them up at thrift stores and garage sales, even if I already have a lot of them. So this made me feel better about keeping the amount of plates that I have and also finding a really artistic way to display them. And think about this, you guys. You could do this with any color of plates that you have. So maybe you decorate with blue and white. You could do a lot of blue and white plates. You could spiral them all over your wall. You could do so many different things with this, so make this your own and have fun with it if you guys decide to do this one. It was really inexpensive to do, especially if you use some of those DIY plate hanger ideas. Also, make sure with the DIY plate hanger ideas that I shared with you guys with the paper clip or the chenille pipe cleaner stem, I let those dry overnight with the E6000 glue and the hot glue. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, check out this glitter. I am so in love with this glitter. You're just going to take some Elmer's glue and you're going to swirl it around in the base of your plate. This also works really great for Mod Podge, or with Mod Podge as well. And then you'll just go ahead and add your glitter to your plate. And then if you want to add jewelry on top of this, you want to Mod Podge over your glitter. So I'm just sharing with you guys how you can maybe add some lip sticks or chapsticks or whatever. You could also go glam and add some jewelry to this, but I love how sparkling this was. I think this is great for just a little side dish. Definitely Mod Podge over it if you're going to be putting a lot of stuff on it, but how glamorous and cute was that? So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you guys how to do a memory plate or a celebration plate. So this is Mr. Romantic and I on our wedding day. This would be more of like a celebration plate, but I also feel like you guys could do this as a memory plate if you're wanting to honor and remember a loved one as well. So I am just gluing this plate to, or the photo to the plate, and then I'm taking some of those Dollar Tree stickers. These were some of the love stickers. The one on the top says Forever My Love, and then this is like a little birdhouse with a heart key, and then I had just some of those sparkly hearts left over from Valentine's Day, and believe it or not, our wedding colors were red. We got married in October, and so we picked a very vibrant color. It was a beautiful wedding. It was such a blessing and honor to be married to Mr. Romantic. But anyway, so I'm just adding these hearts to it in our wedding colors, and then of course you guys know me, I had to get a little extra and add some bling to the center of this. I'm actually going to surprise him with this, I think, on Father's Day. I thought it would be kind of a sweet little gift that's really different. I don't know, maybe I'm just going to surprise him with it just because, but I do adore him and he is a wonderful husband and father. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, actually this is going to be more of just a junk collage DIY. So you're going to take whatever bits and bobs you have laying around and you're either going to hot glue them or E6000 glue them. So this could be really another remembrance craft, or, you know, Dollar Tree does carry some different gems and some different little fun things. You guys could use some bits and bobs from there, but you could also use some bits and bobs if you're a crazy crafter like me. I'm using some of Grandma's old jewelry and this beautiful little cherub in the center. I just thought would be super sweet. I'm going to find a really special place to put it, but just going ahead and gluing some of the jewelry to the center of the plate in kind of a collage style. And you definitely want to E6000 though, the jewelry to the plate, if you want it to last. Hot glue if you want to be able to take it off and reuse the plate, but E6000 if you want it to last. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take some of those Dollar Tree paper straws and we are just going to cut them up. And I cut up 2 straws for this craft. And what I want to do is make a firecracker plate. I'm going to do a big 4th of July display in my kitchen, and so I wanted to create some fun little plates without breaking the bank. So I'm just hot gluing the little straws to the plate to kind of create the look of a firecracker. And then of course you guys know me, I had to get extra and make my firecracker really sparkling because a firecracker is definitely sparkling, and so I added some bling to the tips of my sparkling little firecracker. And I think that this DIY would also be really fun to do if you're maybe decorating for a baby shower. You guys could maybe do an initial with the straws or just some different ideas with that. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, you just going to take one of those Dollar Tree Americana Patriotic 4th of July napkins and cut out that star. And again, this is such a great, fun, easy way to decorate for the season. And Mod Podge that Dollar Tree napkin star to the center of a plate. I was thrilled with how this came out. I thought it looked so adorable. I don't want to spend a lot of money on 4th of July decor because I already had hauled some items from Dollar Tree, but I thought this would be a fun way to add a little sparkling 4th of July vignette to my 4th of July decor. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I had actually just coffee stained this napkin. So what I did was I just took a napkin and I poured some of my old coffee on it from the morning and then just let it dry out in the sun. And that gives it this really neat rustic look because I wanted to make it kind of feel aged. I want this again to go along with my 4th of July decor, but I just cut out a heart and then I Mod Podged it to the center of this plate. And I just thought it was a really sweet way to honor America and have a really pretty little rustic decor. Maybe you're not decorating for 4th of July, but you wanted to do some kind of Americana rustic decor with a little heart. You could even do this for Valentine's Day. I know that's like way, but how cute is that with this little display? I thought it came in perfect. And then that America picture frame wreath was in my last set of 10 wreath DIYs if you guys need some inspiration for wreaths. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I am just taking some of that Dollar Tree letters, and this was the poster board letters, and then I'm just going to add them to the center of the plate. This is similar to that eat plate we just did, but I think this would be great for a kiddo's birthday party. You could also add it into your farmhouse decor. I know they use a lot of letters in farmhouse decor, so I thought that would be super fun as well. And then for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to take some of those Dollar Tree buttons and we're going to create a little flower in the center. Now this craft I think is so fun and would be so fun to do with your kiddos. Just make sure that you operate the hot glue gun or supervise them if they're young. So go ahead and just begin the base of your flower with some really pretty green buttons or whatever suits your fancy. And then you can create a really cute little flower by going around. Use the larger button for the center and then the smaller buttons to go around, and voila, you have a beautiful wildflower garden. Adorable, fun little plate, and what a great way to reuse some of those stray buttons.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another amazing, fun DIY crafting adventure. I hope you guys are inspired. I hope you guys are going to pull out some of those crafting supplies and get busy creating something super fun. And just think about a lot of these crafts you all can give as gifts. You can do with your kids and grandkids, maybe just to pass the time. And even think about this. You guys could buy a big pack of paper plates from Dollar Tree and create some of these plates with your kiddos or grandkids again. And hey, if you guys are new and you're just joining me, I do a ton of DIYs. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I love to do all kinds of different styles. So you guys definitely consider subscribing if you like what you see. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel, and I love you guys so much. I am so thankful and proud that we have such a community right here. Just of loving, friendly people. You guys are so kind in your comments to me and also to each other. I see you guys, commenting and leaving helpful hints on how to do different crafts and whatnot. And so I'm just thankful for you guys, like truly from the bottom of my heart. I think crafting is so good for your soul. It's such a wonderful outlet. And so thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your likes, your subscribes, your comments. I am truly thankful and blessed. So I have a ton more fun DIYs planned for you guys this week, and also I want to pop in a garden tour. I really want to get outside and do some gardening. It's the perfect time of year. It's not too hot yet, and I just really want to get my hands dirty. As you guys probably noticed, like I've got my fingernails a little bit shorter right now because I am going to do some gardening. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Get out those plates, get out some glitter, and do some crafting, and we will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.